from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
$1,000 again, you could literally drain your account within a matter of hours.
You asked and we answered. That's the headline on this flyer sent to us by a whistleblower saying they were double charged for rent at their Goldmark-owned building. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Mike has the night off. Goldmark and several other apartment management companies are offering and encouraging tenants to enroll in auto-paying their rent. For several dozen Goldmark tenants, a glitch caused by the leap year meant they were charged double. Goldmark is making amends, repaying that money, but is auto-pay worth it? Valley News Team's Bradford Eric finds out if the convenience outweighs the risks.
Fitness clubs, online streaming services, and cable and satellite television are just a few companies offering to automatically deduct your bill each month from a bank account. And with apartment rental agencies joining the game, many are on board.
I think people would like it just for convenience.
You're not very good about keeping up on paying your bills and everything. It is good that way, and
I think it's a good idea for people that have a steady income.
It means you don't have to write out a check, sign and seal the envelope, and put it in the mail.
but at the same time it's hard because you're not really paying attention to what's being taken out.
That's exactly what Joshua Huffman with the Village Family Service Center cautions against.
There's kind of a tendency to set up the automatic payments and kind of set it and forget it.
Huffman says they're a great idea. It saves time, it's convenient, you don't have to worry about statements or checks, but only if you're monitoring your accounts.
But if they're not paying attention, they're more susceptible to having some big errors that are going to affect them.
Huffman also says oftentimes auto-paying is more secure than actually mailing a check. Anyone can go rob a mailbox and rip open envelopes, and then they walk away with all kinds of private information. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Josh Huffman says it can also be a good idea to set up auto payments through a credit card instead of directly to a bank account. That way, if the information is stolen, credit card companies are on the hook and you're not out your hard-earned money. We heard about this story through our whistleblower hotline. If you need help uncovering an issue in your community, here's some advice. Call our whistleblower hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work for you. Parts of the valley saw a dusting of snow and some heavy wind, but are we expected to warm up going into the weekend? Let's head over to Justin Fanfarelli for a first look. Justin?
And thank you, Andrea, and good evening, everybody. So we saw plenty of cloud cover for the day today. Still warm out there with highs near 40 into the Fargo area. And taking a look at the radar, the snow that came through for the day today, now just to the north of Duluth and off to the east of Baudette. And we're just seeing mainly cloudy skies out there. A few breaks in the clouds, especially south and to the west of Jamestown and Allendale. And that will be the trend as we go through the day tomorrow. 36 right now at Fargo, 29 at Grand Forks, 28 Crookston. Still into the low to mid 30s, Valley City and Jamestown, and low 20s as you make your way out toward Roseau. And that wind is going to be up there mainly from the north as we go through this evening, so it'll be a little chilly as temperatures do drop through the 30s into the mid 20s as we stay cloudy for the night tonight. But very warm air is on the way, especially later this weekend. And we'll tell you about that coming up later in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Justin.
Yep.
Some are calling the heroin problem around our region an epidemic. Authorities are still waiting for lab results on whether heroin that killed one man and hospitalized 3 others in Bemidji last weekend was toxic. Officials are trying to determine if that heroin was laced with a poisonous substance. In nearby Cass Lake, the heroin problem has gotten so bad, a new opiate treatment center was built last fall. The center treats around 100 people a month. At around $10 a fix, heroin has become less expensive than just about every other drug.
We are seeing a very strong prevalence within the Minnesota area and also within the reservation. It's not a problem reserved to the reservation here. It's of course, a statewide and national problem.
Dr. Menji Ameli says national, state, and local leaders need to start getting together now to figure out a solution to this growing problem. And he emphasizes that it's not only a problem on reservations, it's a problem all over the country. People from all over the FM area are gathering together to walk the Main Avenue Veterans Bridge and advocate for addiction recovery. Their message, they don't want to see any more deaths because of overdoses and addiction. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons joins us live with much more on this. Natalie, what's it like out there?
Andrea, as you can see, I caught up with everyone who's participating in this amazing walk, bringing awareness to drug and alcohol addiction. I am here with the Regroup Executive Director, Denise Peterson.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, our pleasure. We have something to say. We decided to march this week because so many of us have lost loved ones, people we care deeply about. They've died because of the disease of addiction. And we're here to say no more of this. More people die from opioid, heroin, addiction-related causes than die from car crashes in the United States. Yet this is quiet. We needed to speak up. Part of this walk is because of our own need to remember the people who have died, and the other one is to simply say, we want an end to this. We need the resources to get well and stay well.
And I see that you have such a passion for this cause, and so do all the other people here. And do you think that the passion that you guys have and, being family and friends of people who have had these problems definitely makes you...
Oh, we have to speak up. We cannot be quiet any longer because we need the help to get well and stay well. Living in recovery changes everything. We want to vote. We want to be taxpayers. We want to live our lives in our community, have our loved ones close to us, and recovery makes that happen. We're tired of the obstacles that are put in our way every day. We want to get well and stay well.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. In Moorhead, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
All right, Natalie, thank you for that live report. Tune in tonight to Valley News Live 10 at 10 because we'll have much more on this story. The Barnes County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in finding a man with outstanding warrants. Patrick Jensen is a white male who has brown hair and brown eyes. Jensen is wanted for aggravated domestic assault, and interfering during an emergency call. Additional charges include failing to stick with his 24/7 program, possession of a controlled substance, and of drug paraphernalia. If you have any information about Jensen, you're asked to contact the Barnes County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. It's Friday and time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 19-year-old Luella Jane Marie Martin is wanted for felony theft of property. You can call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Martin. A new safety app claims to be 10 times faster than 911 and claims to protect you and your loved ones. One Fargo mother contacted our whistleblower hotline asking if local police endorse this app. The app is called On Camera. It claims to instantly connect you via live two-way video to an officer also on camera. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop investigated if the app is too good to be true and what local police say.
Stop now. I have ID'd you. Your face and location.
And that shows his picture down there on the corner, too.
Mother of two teenagers, Angela Newkirk, says she stumbled upon the On-Camera app and likes the idea.
It records their faces.
She says having a teenage daughter that works late at night makes her nervous.
The city's grown so much, and with the growth you get crime. And
the On-Camera website says users push the red button and record a video call with a trained police officer. They are called first officers and are not active duty police and do not work for a police department, but have prior experience of police service. The website also claims 911 can take 5 or more minutes and the app is faster.
From what I could tell, it's not something that's supported law enforcement wide.
Fargo Police Deputy Chief says there are some flaws with this app, like being connected with an alleged officer in a different jurisdiction. The website for the app lists a California address.
The officers in California, how do you know what level of training that person has? And is it to the same standard as what North Dakota has?
But would this app help stop a criminal if they were attacking?
Someone who wants to attack you will attack you. And regardless of whether or not you have a cell phone with an officer standing there telling you to stop, back away.
Anderson says people should know their surroundings and train with their self-defense protections like mace.
Having pepper spray, having mace will do you no good if you can't function with it.
The app is currently free because it's in testing phases, but once launched, it will cost a membership fee.
In my humble opinion, you're already paying for police services already, so this is something that's above and beyond.
Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Deputy Chief Anderson adds people should do their research and remember that companies are trying to sell you a product. We tried reaching out to the On-Camera creators via phone, but their number was disconnected. Some West Fargo students had a chance to express what they would like to see in school. Find out what they came up with later on Valley News Live at 6.
And the final numbers are in for the day today. And we saw a high of 41 in Fargo with a 1/10 of an inch of snow. We're going to warm it up pretty nicely as we go through the weekend with a lot more sunshine. We'll tell you about that coming up.